Oh man, I thought tolerance comes in all shapes and sizes. What happened? University of Wyoming sorority sisters say that they live in fear of a trans member. Well, you admitted them in there, okay? Or maybe it was your four sisters who decided to be so inclusive, and I'm sure that you were probably also just waving those banners as well, even though that yes, this is Wyoming. It's a pretty based state, but this is also a university campus. So, I would also imagine that they would be totally for all of the rights for all of the marginalized people until it comes to your front door before it starts happening in your backyard. And then all of a sudden, when it does happen, then you want the guys to come in and save you from your bad decisions. Oh, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen at all. This is your battle to fight. A group of sorority sisters are suing the University of Wyoming for accepting a dude into their group before, have broken cover to describe how they live in constant fear in our home after the hulking student has become physically aroused. So popping a boner. This dude's running around with the same old plumbing that he used to have. Now he gets to live inside of a sorority house. Holy. And we know that those... It's weird, okay, because yeah, there's the, I guess, physical representation, and doesn't look too dissimilar from your average Walmart shopper. So from that picture right there, I would just think, yeah, that's an enormous fat chick. I have no idea why that would be in a sorority, but hey, man. That's what it is. 7 women from the Kappa Kappa Gamma, big caps on this one, house have filed a lawsuit against the University and Artemis Langford, 21 at 6'2", 260. What, a trans student? No, man, that's a starting defensive end. Who joined their chapter in September of 2022. So this entire, okay. Langford referred under the male pseudonym Terry Smith. Okay, in the suit. TS, like trans. I see what they did there. Okay, has been living outside the sorority house and is expected to move in the coming year, according to the Cowboy State Daily. Okay. However, the student who is referred to as he and him in the suit, because yeah, that's what it is, still often stays for meals and attends events with the women, their attorney told Megyn Kelly on the podcast. Interesting. Okay, so still is allowed on the premises. 7 women, from the house. Okay, so I'd imagine there's probably, even though yes, University of Wyoming, not exactly the biggest state or the biggest university after all, but if there is only 7 women that are speaking out on this, it sounds like you're in the minority. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. It's a weird, gut-wrenching feeling that every time I leave my room, there's a possibility I'll walk past him in the hall, one of the sorority sisters, Hannah, told Kelly. It's a weird feeling just to know that I could run into him and he has full access to the house. But it just goes to show that we need women's spaces for that reason. Well, okay, as somebody who has had the college experience, I also know that sorority houses aren't totally, female exclusive spaces at all times. Like our house is our home. Like our house, just like anyone else's home. Like you have to go home at the end of the day to feel comfortable and relaxed in your own skin. Well, that's what John Candy's just trying to do as well. Like, just stop being bigots already. Some of you look like you're well on your way to be eclipsing Big Terry size. Come on now. And you can't do that just knowing that this individual has full access to your house. I'm sure you have dorm rooms. Just stop being so fucking dramatic. Another student said the situation is particularly distressing because some of her sisters have been sexually assaulted or sexually harassed and want to feel safe inside their house. Oh, yeah, see, this is the exact same group that would also proudly have their rainbow flags displayed outside their sorority house. But now, because it came to their front door, now, guess what? Oh, my God. Now we just need to, men and women are different. We need to have our different spaces. You just need to go. It's just so funny. You just want your utopian ideas, her ideals, but then when the chickens come home to roost, or in this case, a big cock, now you want the guys that make the rules to come in and save the day. How fucking funny. Some girls live in constant fear in our homes, and our home is supposed to be a safe space. Young woman who, like other students, was not identified by name. You're so outraged by this, but you don't even want to put your face out there. Interesting. Is seriously an only female space, so it is different than living in the dorms, for instance, where men and women can commingle on their floors. So what, this is the only celibate sorority that's ever been in existence? Come on now. This is not the case in a sorority house. We share just a couple of main bathrooms on the upstairs floor. Yeah, but what about bedrooms? That's what you were concerned about, but it doesn't really look... Yo, what that ass do on that one? Anyways, I got thrown off there for a second, but apparently it looks like everybody there is fine with the situation. I don't know why you're bitching and complaining so much, but let's be completely honest. I'd imagine probably before, underwear inspection went down, judging by a few of the people that are there, wasn't really all that obvious that this right side tackle was, built different. The lawsuit alleges that Langford stared at the women without talking for hours. She's just a little nervous. Come on. One sorority member walked down the hall to take a shower wearing only a towel. She felt an unsettling presence, turned and saw Mr. Smith watching her silently. All right then. That would be weird, but again, this is supposed to be a semi-public place and you're only walking around in a towel? Okay. In another disturbing incident. Oh, okay. The lawsuit alleges Langford has even become popped a boner. Come on now. Mr. Smith has, while watching members enter the sorority house, had an erection visible through his leggings. Sorry, what? Other times he had a pillow in his lap. Yeah, sorority girls walking around. I don't blame the dude. Craven told who's Craven? That there's been an exemption granted for him for his safety, but not for these young women. Oh well. That individual still comes to the house, still engages in dinner, still sits in the chair and watches the girls. The attorney said, yeah, if he wasn't welcome there, yo bitches are catty, okay? If there weren't receptive hosts at the place, big man would not get put on. So there's a lot missing from this story. One of the students said she almost decided to leave the sorority because of the issue. I'm sure you did. But I reconnected with fellow sisters and alumni, and I realized how important this organization is to me and everybody else. Ugh. And I refused to allow subverting my rights as a woman to cater towards the comfort of a man. Pure feminist fucking drivel. I will not let him take these opportunities away from me. Oh, please. The opportunities that had to be afforded to you by the discriminatory practices of Title IX makes me laugh. Well, Craven said the trans students need their own spaces and deserve to be safe and protected. See? This is why I don't care at all. Feminists can go ahead and fight with the trans militia all they want. I'll just be over here laughing because it's just, hey man, it's the natural extension of feminism. Now they're finding it out in real time, and if there's going to be any white knights to come into the situation, you deserve exactly the shit that you're gonna get. Guess what? Okay, if you're gonna be standing up for these hoes, they ain't gonna touch your pee-pee. They're still just gonna view you like the same simp you were yesterday. So have fun with that. It shouldn't come at the cost of female students. Why? There are certain deserving guys that could be on the football team, the baseball team, the basketball team, but because there needs to be equal access to scholarships to the female athletes that are out there, they don't get to go to college. Oh, very interesting. See, you want all the benefits without none of the consequences. I have a tough time caring about all this stuff. I just think that it's funny. It's so obvious. It's so biologically fundamental to the core, and we can't allow, well, culture to be the arbiter of what sisterhood is. It's a shared experience, and it's a growth and development, and it's just a bunch of scissoring that goes on at fucking sorority. Stop it. It's not this fucking life-changing experience. Oh, okay, cool. I got a meme that's pretty crass of a chick that's wearing a belt with certain accoutrements with the names of the guys that she's been with, hanging off said belt. If you know the meme that I'm referencing, congratulations, your average sorority chick who's just getting drunk and, experiencing all the things that the college experience affords her. Like, what are we doing? Plaintiffs allege the National Kappa Kappa Gamma sorority, its national council president in Langford, all pressured the local chapter to breach sorority rules. They also allege that the sorority ignored official bylaws when inducting Langford and instead referred to a 2018 guide for supporting our LGB whatever members that says Kappa Kappa Gamma is a single gender organization. Yeah, still is at this point in time. If you want to use the nebulous descriptor of gender, well, and guess what? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Gary Cottrell Poole. Oh, just about. If it was Ghoul at the end of that, she would have had similar naming conventions. The executive director of the sorority has told the Associated Press that the lawsuit contains numerous false allegations without specifying them. See, exactly. This dude wasn't walking around popping boners. He's wanted there. She added the sorority does not discriminate against gender identity, so have fun losing your lawsuit. The women are asking a judge to void Langford's membership and award unspecified damages. The Post has reached out to the University of Wyoming and Kappa Kappa Gamma for comment. Yeah, and good luck getting that. They're just going to say you're a bigot, he deserves to be there, and these women have either got to get past their bigotry or leave the sorority, because guess what? These spaces are for all women, trans women included. Sucks to suck. With all that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.